Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back. Matter of fact, just because you came here and because you love the channel, and I know you do, I know you're gonna hit the like button. Drop a bomb for the like button. I know you're gonna hit the hype button. Drop a bomb for the hype button. And I know you're gonna hit that subscribe. No more bombs. I'll save them to the end of this video. We're talking about delusion, people. We are talking about delusion. Okay? More specifically, these ladies, got a little tongue tied right there. These ladies are delusional. But now we have ladies calling out other ladies. Men, hold the line. It's working. Our absence is being felt all across the world, especially in America. Without further, damn, thick ass tongue. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
I've truly reached a point where I find most women exhausting. This is the epiphany that has happened since I started social media. I never realized the level that most women will bullshit themselves. I never realized the level that most women will choose delusion over reality. A lot of women are extremely difficult to hold a conversation with. I don't have trouble with most men. Of course, they don't like my content in particular because it's not favorable for women to hear. Men need women to be delusional in order to deal with them. But at least they live in reality. At least they're not living in a fairy tale or a storybook. At least they're not looking for the soft life. At least they're not mentally stunted children in the brain in that way. But women will fake what they want, and they will act like they don't want certain things just to fit in with other women. There's women that are pretending that they no longer want men, that they want to be abstinent the rest of their lives, that they no longer want to interact with men. And I know that's not the case, and it doesn't need to be the case. There's no shame in still wanting to deal with men. However, women are so delusional in the fact that they think that they're going to be the exception to the rule, or they'll be able to mold men into what they want, and that's not going to happen. So the reason that women are saying that they don't want to date men is because they cannot mold men into the experience that they want to have with them. So they will say, well, I don't want to date men. I'm done with men. And it's only because they're not getting what they want out of it. Because what women want out of men is something out of a storybook or some type of fantasy. They're not willing to accept men for how they are. They think that they can change them, or they think that they will find some perfect man that's going to worship the ground that she walks on. They don't truly like men for who they are. They like the fantasy and the delusion that they have in their mind that they've carried on with them since they were a child. Women don't understand that you cannot change men. You have no control over men. It doesn't matter if you're pretty, nice, a good mother, a good cook, and you keep a good house. That doesn't make a difference in this world. But a lot of women will fight this fact, and they think that they are special, and they think that they will be the one that's chosen, and that they are above other women. I can see why women get played now and men just tell women what they want to hear. Because when you try to reason with women, they truly just throw a tantrum, or they become patronizing, or they attack you personally. It's truly exhausting. I can see why everything is going on the way it is now. It's clear as day.
Let me tell you something. This lady hit the nail on the head. Do you hear me? Nail on the head. Give her a hammer. She's a carpenter now. Ladies, y'all really, maybe hearing it from other women will sort of like allow women to come into like logical thinking and common sense. Or, which I think is really going to happen, they're just going to call them pick-me's and keep their same delusional mindset. I think they're going to choose the latter, but who knows?
If you want my submission, you're going to have to marry me. That means I'll do anything you ask me to do because you're my husband. But because I am not a married woman, I'm going to do whatever the I want to do.
Absolutely. And you're going to live in apartments wherever the you want to. Girl, man, I want you to put me on the basketball team, but I'm not going to practice. Girl, man, I didn't score any points in the scrimmage, but I want to start. Girl, man, yo, put me in the NBA, but I never played a game. Girl, man, that shit don't make no sense. How can you not be submissive if you don't show me what the hell I'm getting myself into? What the I look like putting my name on that shit? You will be at the nearest apartment complex with the guy roaches and the government cheese for me. You be unsubmissive to the apartment.
I'm gonna always do
whatever the fuck I want to do. So if you want me as a wife, you're gonna have to marry me.
So baby, go ahead and show me everything you got now, so I could give you this ring accordingly. Cause cuffing this, you might get passed for the next young lady. I need a woman that's gonna goddamn give me her best shot. I need your best foot. I need a full effort. That's gonna inspire me to be a great man for you. You're gonna inspire me to cheat on you with the next.
Listen, I love the analogy he used about they want to be put in the game, but they don't want to train, or like they don't want to come to practice or whatever. And that's how it is for a lot of women. They want men to do all of the investment up front. Not only that, they want you to marry them, and then they'll say, after you've given me everything that you have, then I'll show you what I have. No, ladies, it's not going to work like that. Men have smartened up. They wisened up. They're like, no, you have to bring something to the table. You have to. That's why they're asking, what are you bringing to the table? So many women hate that question because they know they don't bring anything outside of sex that they've given to 20 other men already. You're not really bringing anything. They're not feminine. They don't know how to cook. I'm not talking about all, but I am saying a sizable amount, enough that this has become a problem, that this has become a talking point. They bring nothing to the table but expect everything. And then we'll say that they're not delusional.
Women's delusion is the most dangerous thing to themselves. It is almost a form of self-annihilation to do what she just did. I wonder how her friendship group is set up. Who are the people around her? And this is why I don't really do the sisterhood shit. I'm gonna be real. Because women coddle each other's BS. Women lie to each other. Women pretend. Women are self-soothing and just trying to cope with their failures. They don't ever want to really face life, face the truth. Hence why someone can come on a show overweight and say they want a man that looks nothing like them. How does that happen? How do we get there? I really want the best for women. So I get very saddened by the fact that we are willing to die on hills that don't serve us. Exhibit A, right? You want something. Life is reciprocal. It's delusional, and it's actually just wrong to ask of a man who takes care of himself and works hard, yet you don't take care of yourself and work hard. That is not fair. Because I guarantee you, when you now enter a relationship like that, it will be proven in actually how the relationship functions, because she has already proven to be selfish. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I don't like that today's society is preaching Delulu is the Sulu. Be delusional. You can have it all. And that's what women tell each other. And it keeps them it keeps them from getting what they actually want, attracting what they want. And it actually enables more predatory men. Because you're lying to yourself. Sometimes these predatory men, they go for the easiest targets, guys. There is a point where we have to take accountability that you're getting played consistently. These predatory men keep coming to you. Why do you think that is? Because you delude yourself. You lie to yourself. So therefore, you're lying about what you're even witnessing within that man. Prevention is better than cure. That's why I'm having these conversations, because someone needs to say it. Don't shoot the villain. I will be the villain. You are not born God's gift. We all have issues, flaws, come from homes where there's work that needs to be done. You're going to need to reparent yourself. You're going to need to take an honest look in the mirror. Help yourself. No one else can do that for you. And don't listen to your friends. I'm going to be real. You know what's best for you. You know what is best for you. I'm so, this is disheartening, because seeing stuff like this, it's like you don't realize over time what that does to someone's psyche, to put themselves on this show and delude themselves. It's so damaging that these conversations, I wish they were had more. I wish there were more spaces where women were willing to challenge their culture. Their culture.
She said all of that wisdom. And for majority of the women that saw this video, it's going to go in one ear and right out the other one. Daggone it. Right out the other one. right slam hill out the other side of their head, and they're gonna just cope with their delusion by calling this chocolate woman a pick-me. That's all they're gonna do. That's all they're gonna do. And it's a shame. She said something that stood out to me, is that she's not one of the girls like the sisterhood type of whatever's going around, that sisterhood gang. And I've noticed that most women that are intelligent and have common sense and aren't in delusion, they're not a part of that. They're not a part of that, because they say like, well, these women are just lying to each other to make each other feel good. So I don't want to be a part of that, because I want to live in the real life and logic and common sense. But what do I know?
I need to know if I'm the only person that thinks this way, or if this is healthy or sick. I don't know. But me and the person that I like have been involved with, we haven't talked for some months now, right? But I genuinely believe we're still very much in love. We still go together real bad. Real bad. You're just taking some space. Take all the time you need. But when I come back, let them bitches know it's mine. And I'm coming back for good. I don't know if it's just, I don't know. Miss you.
Listen, this just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how pretty a girl is or how ugly she is. It doesn't matter. Women with this mindset, as gorgeous as she is, she's talking about she's hung up on somebody in her past. Obviously, either he doesn't want you, because it's very clear that you want him. He doesn't want you, which is why you're sitting in your Hyundai Santa Fe. You're sitting in your Honda Civic right now. Your Volkswagen Atlas, making this video. That's why you're doing that. Fellas, if you meet a brand new girl, make sure she's over her ex. Ask her when was her last breakup. When was the last time you saw your ex? A lot of women will get hung up on their ex for years. Years. To save you from wasting your time, money, energy, resources, make sure that she is done with that ex, that she hasn't seen him in some time, that she doesn't communicate with him. Just protect yourselves.
And when it comes to women wanting like this soft life or whatever, you know, women are saying they want a very easy life. They want their husband to provide 100%. There are still women who want to be married. Like, let's not act. Still want a spouse and want their husband to provide 100% or whatever. And then there's a lot of content creators who are putting that type of content out and saying, this is how you get that, you know, my husband is X, Y, and Z and is a 100% provider and all that, right? And there's always a lot of women in their comment section who want that. And so one thing that I think that women are not taking into consideration, especially if you're somebody who was like, yes, that's what I want, that's what I'm going after, and listening to them, is that I implore you to look at their husbands and then ask yourself, would I date their husbands? Like, I guarantee you, if you saw their husbands in the grocery store, those men would probably be invisible to you. And I always use the grocery store because it's a universal place. It's a universal place that everybody has access to and that everybody, quote unquote, basically goes at some point, right? You would not see them. Those men would be invisible to you. And like, that's the part that I don't think women are really taking into consideration. Like, is that type of life available to you? Yes. But like, of the women who have it, would you date their husbands? No. Visually, those guys don't appeal to y'all. They're not appealing to y'all. Y'all think they're ugly. Like, let's keep it a buck. I hate like roundabout language. Y'all think those men are ugly. So like, y'all like rah-rahing about a soft wife life, or I'm gonna have this 100% provider. Like, the men, okay, it doesn't matter like what you want. I mean, you can want whatever you want and you can say whatever you want or whatever, but like, look at what is actually happening. Like, in real life, who are the men who are actually doing that right now, right? And there is not men that y'all want. Like, y'all aren't going after those men. Y'all think those men are unattractive. Y'all think those men are ugly. Those men would be invisible to you. If they even came in your orbit, you would not even see them. And that's the part that, again, I just don't think women are taking that into consideration. And again, like I said, y'all can want anything, you can say anything, you can go after anything, but like, look at what is actually happening. Look at the reality of what's happening right now. Look at the men who are actually providing that right now. Also look at the women and their aesthetic and who's getting that, right? And I don't think women are taking that part into consideration. That's all.
And she's absolutely right. Majority of women find the majority of men to be either ugly, or they're just too short, or they're just not interested. They're not. But all of them think that they're going to be the lucky one, because they're special, to find this top 10, 15% of men. Top 10 to 15% of men. And then they give this man nothing, but they want him to risk everything for her. It's not, the math isn't mathing. Because of these laws, how everything is set up, a man's he built everything, right, by himself, without your help, because women don't want to help anymore. They just want a finished product. So why would he, who did everything by himself, so obviously he doesn't need you, why would he take on you and your 2, 3, 4 kids by 2, 3, 4 different men? Why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense. The lack of brain power that some of these people have is just simply astonishing to me. But guys, that's it for today's video. If you haven't done so already, please hit that hype button, hit that like, hit that subscribe, just so you know when I'm dropping these videos. And here's a gift for you: drop a bomb on them. I'm gonna be cranking out these videos as much as I possibly can. All right, I'm trying to keep the quality up and actually trying to add some more things into it. Thanks for being here with the channel to help me grow. If you want another good video, click this one on your left. If you want a great one, click this one on your right. And I will see you on another one.